Hey there. I just had a go at setting up some data extraction in Azure using what we can call the form recognizer. It's a pretty cool tool that helps bail us out of scanning documents and extracting info efficiently. So here's how we can set up a robust extraction pipeline in Azure for our enterprise scenarios. Starting off, the first thing you must do is get your hands on some top-quality knowledge about Azure Form Recognizer. I found this blog post here, where the author dives deep into Azure Service and its document AI. It's worth a read because the details matter. Like most folks, I had the urge to see the magic myself, so I went ahead and set up an account, and here's what I did next. Imagine the feeling of victory. I decided to go with an architecture that scales with no limitations. After all, who knows when we'll dive into this ocean of document form recognition. I'm aiming for an enterprise solution where large document streams might flood in at any moment. We've got to keep up, right? So, here comes the actual setup. First, head over to the Azure portal and sign in. Let's throw some data into the ocean of services. You'll find Form Recognizer waiting under the AI plus Machine Learning section. Click Create, give it a few ticks while entering some basic info. You'd be choosing a unique resource group, but since it's all about sharing knowledge here, I went with a generic one, Form Demo, and picked something to be called Customer Data Extractor. After naming my resource and setting it to a standard tier, I hit Create. Next, we need to create that fancy connector, the heart and soul of form recognition. I followed instructions on a guide to connect it to a folder brimming with scanned customer invoices. I went, "Hey, Azure, create an Azure function here, please." And with the flick of some mouse movements, I set up the function. Now, every time an invoice gets uploaded, the form recognizer kicks in and starts working like a charm. Configuring the recognizer took its time to impress. I needed to tweak and turn dials, ensuring forms got read in the right language and the model best fit our data's face shape. It was like training a pup, a learning curve, and all that. The settings are crucial. I made sure to test the first few iterations with known documents. As in, give me a document, and I'll let you know if I recognize its form. Trust me, I'm not pulling your leg here. Oh, and there was this tiny hiccup where I encountered a couple of documents that were sourcesimu unreadable. You know, a bit of a smudged receipt and all. That's where the troubleshooting bit comes into play. I dusted off some more tutorials and quickly realized the need for a clean upload pipeline and error checks, nothing more than a check and improve. I then decided to share an email link where everyone could send in documents that didn't fit. We put our heads together for a bit, discussions, tips, and fixes. It was like being part of a community where everyone wants to see the system do its best. Once we were all jazzed with the performance and accuracy, I scribbled down some best practices. Maintenance, data governance, and security, these are what keeps the data waltzing on time. I also highlighted how logging and alerts could make any potential issue less of a horror show and more of a manageable beast. As I wrapped up that experience into a blog post, crafting it in the first person to capture the authenticity of our journey, I made sure to stay true to the tone of an experienced senior cloud architect without losing the essence of storytelling. Writing in such an approach made for some engaging reading for my peers as well. Who knows, maybe next time there will be someone else who dons the same title and gets a refreshing read. Anyway, as I concluded the post, I penned a message aimed right at you. with an invitation thrown into the mix. Why not visit neeraj.qzz.io for more insights on Azure services and subscribe to TechLab for keeping up with the latest in cloud gizmos and gadgets. And just like that, I dropped the mic with an unmistakable clear sign that the conversation on data extraction with Azure Form Recognizer in enterprise environments had been shared generously. Until we chat again about the next tech marvel, stay curious and stay hooked.